We back again. As promised, I'm gonna do another one, second Saturday story. So this is volume 2, I guess, episode 2, issue number 2, whatever you want to call it. And for this one, I'm gonna go back a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit crazier than the last one. It's gonna be a lot more disturbing, but you know, just is what it is. So for this one, I was 19. I was staying in Long Beach, Long Island, 79 East Hudson Street. And I'm hanging out, man. It's super late. And like I said, I already warned y'all, this is gonna be a really fucked up story, like on a like really deep emotional level. So you're just gonna have to stick it out with me. So we're hanging out, man. We chilling. It's like maybe like 1, 2 in the morning. We walking around. We've been drinking. And one of my boys. So we had this dude we used to roll with, and his name was IP. Everybody called him IP. Now IP thought that IP stood for international player, but actually everybody had the general consensus that IP actually stood for international pussy, because everybody thought IP was just a really big pussy. And that was like the theme of him, like, oh, okay, some shit, okay, he's a pussy, we get it. So IP had recently gotten out of a relationship, and like I said, he's one of the people that we kind of messed with, we kind of didn't. So it's about maybe six of us. It's like me, my boy Kiz, IP's cousin, and 2 more people who I'm not gonna name because they not too relevant to the story. So anyway, like I said, we out, we drinking, and we decided to go to IP's cousin's house. And that's because Kids and IP, they wanted to play Madden. They've been talking shit. In the midst of them kind of talking shit, they was like, oh, let's go do some Madden. So we was gonna go back to IP's cousin's crib so they could play Madden and, you know, figure out what's what, basically. So we get back to IP's cousin's crib, you know, everybody chilling, we playing Madden. Now the way this crib is kind of set up, right? So like I'm sitting here, I'm like back on the couch, and then my boy Kiz is sitting over next to me, and then, sorry, I got shit flying everywhere. So my boy Kiz is sitting next to me. And then the other 2 cats that we rolling with, they're kind of off to my right. They're kind of ducked off to the right. And IP's cousin, I want to say he's more towards the wall in the living room, sitting like in a little lounger or something like that. Like he was sitting somewhere, but he wasn't sitting in one of them 2 groups. It was just the like love seat and then like the couch or whatever the case was. But it wasn't no couch over there, so it must have been like a couch or something in the corner. Cool. So anyway, we sitting there, like I said, we chilling. They playing the game, they talking shit. Kids getting his ass drugged. IP is busting his nigga's ass. So in the middle of all that going on, I hear some footsteps coming up, because basically we're in the living room, but the steps kind of on the back side behind me. So, and it's like old houses, so you can hear it. They like wooden steps. You can hear somebody coming up. So I heard somebody coming up the steps in the window right there. So I kind of look back and I peek out the window, and I see IP's ex-girlfriend, who I'm not gonna name. She's gonna sound like a really fucked up individual by the time this story is over. So I see her coming up steps. I'm looking out the window. I'm like, oh, okay, I know who that is. But I ain't really say nothing, because I'm like, all right, she finna knock in 2 seconds or whatever. So whatever. So I'm thinking she like probably coming back to get back at IP or say something to him, some shit. So that's what I'm thinking in my head. So Kids look back too, cause he trying to see what I'm looking at, and he see that it's her. So it ain't neither one of us say nothing. We just like, all right, whatever. And then, you know, a couple seconds later, you just hear a knock on the door. So it's not my house. I'm not running to the door. So IP's cousin gets up and goes to the door. Now, I'm gonna be real fucked up for laughing at this story, but I laugh every time I tell it. I really can't help this shit. It's really fucked up though. This shit is really fucked up. So IP's cousin goes to the door, right? And Kids and IP are still playing Madden. They still playing. Now, after he goes to the door, I say maybe like 10 minutes or so pass, and I ain't heard IP's cousin like say nothing, right? And I ain't heard nothing else at the door. I felt like I heard the door open, but I'm like, okay, well maybe the door open and he went out. Like I ain't really know. Like I said, everybody was a little tipsy, a bunch of shit, people smoking, all types of shit. So I was paying attention, but I wasn't really paying attention. So they playing the game. It's like 3rd, 4th quarter on Madden or something. Kids losing by not a lot of points, but we losing by enough that IP's talking hella shit, and we just sitting there having a good time. Then suddenly, yo, out of fucking nowhere, right? Like I said, we're in the living room. This is the living room, right? Like sofa here, couch here. like love seat over there or whatever. And then, you know, like the TV in front of us. And then I would say where the TV is, right on the other side of the TV. Like if the TV's here, right on the other side of that is IP's cousin's bedroom. So in the middle of these motherfuckers playing, you just start to hear, and you can hear somebody having sex. So we like, okay, well we know what happened to IP cousin. Like he having sex with somebody. Well, all right, cool. So, you know, bunch of dudes, like I said, 19, early 20s, you know, we like whatever. But I knew, and kids knew, that the only girl that it came through, and the only girl that was there, was IP's ex. And she's now not in the house. We ain't seen her, but we also ain't seen IP's cousin. So shit is looking real sketchy. So after about a minute or so, I hear my boy Kids go, yo man, you know that's your girl in there. So I be like, yo, what you talking about? He's like, yeah man, that was her coming up the steps. He was like, yo, me and Money Mike, we seen her. Cause back in the days, the kids just called me Money Mike all the time. Cause niggas knew me for saving money. That was like the thing. Like I was the cheapest fuck. So everybody knew me for having money. So it's like, yo, yeah, me and Money Mike, we seen her come up. So IP looking at me, I'm like, dog, I don't know what this nigga talking about. Like, I seen somebody, I can't confirm or deny if that's your ex. I don't really know. I don't mess with y'all like that. Like, I don't know. But I'm laughing because the way he put me on the spot, I can't help but smile. Like, if you know me, you know I can't really hide my facial expressions too well. If I'm mad, you're gonna see it in my face. If I'm happy, you're gonna see it in my face. And some shit is funny, I'm probably gonna smirk or do some dumb shit that's gonna easily let you know what I'm doing. So then he kind of look at me, and like I said, I'm like, I don't know for a fact. And then he look back at Kids. Kids like, nah, for real, that's your girl. Like, kids don't give a fuck. He like, yeah, that's your girl. So they sitting there and they just still playing the game. And mind you, the whole time, like, the noise is getting louder. Like, the sex is getting a lot louder, and you can hear this shit very easily. And I'm assuming if this is somebody you used to sleep with, maybe they got some rhythms or something they do that you can pick up on. But I can see the shit was like processing in his head, and he was like putting a bunch of shit together while he was trying to play the game at the same time. So while this is going on, Kids start coming back on the game. Now Kids is already a top tier shit talker. Like, I talk a lot of shit, but Kids can say some shit that'll make you want to fuck him up. Like, he's that type of dude. So Kids is going in, he don't give no fucks. So the whole time they playing, I look at IP and the other two cats we with, they looking at me like we all like peripheral vision, like we just like this, right? So they looking at me, they smirking, I'm smirking, because this shit is a crazy situation. And Kids is just still going in, he's just still talking so much shit. So in the midst of Kids talking all this shit, I look over at IP. Not kidding, no lie. IP's face has some of the biggest tears I ever seen in my life. And I know this shit's so fucked up and it's so sad. This motherfucker had 2 tears just coming down to his chin, and they was just falling off. I mean, like if you left like a water fountain, like the water faucet, like just dripping, just doop doop doop, they was falling like that. I mean, not like Native American who sees trash on the street tears. I mean, like this motherfucker was crying, like he was full crying, but he wasn't making no noise. He was just quiet and paying attention to the game, which was even weirder. I'm like, oh shit, like you could tell he was feeling this shit like in his soul, right? I'm like, oh fuck. Like, I kind of felt bad, but like I said, 19, drunk. I had a girl, I wasn't really stunning this shit. So, in the middle of him crying, Kids take the lead, Kids looking over at him, he's still talking hella shit. So finally, Kids scored like the last touchdown. It's like maybe 2 minutes left in the game. I don't think IP can catch up, so IP puts the control down. So Kids like, yo, why you put the control down? And IP ain't saying nothing. And mind you, the sex is still happening in the other room. So Kids go, let me get this right. So your cousin can be in there in the room fucking your girl, but I'm over here fucking you up in this game and you can't handle it. He just got up and just left, yo. That shit was so fucking funny. Like the way he said it, it was so clean, it was so perfectly timed, yo. There's nothing you can say. Like I get how shitty of a person I sound by like saying that shit, but my God, yo, I'm telling you, if you was there, if the shoe was reversed, like if the shoe was on the other foot, man, and you seen that shit and heard it and you understood how hard people went at each other where I was at, man, you would know that shit was fucking funny. So IP leave, you know, and we just basically continue the night. Ain't nobody really sweating it like that. But this does somewhat have a happy ending because somehow or another, after I left New York, you know, just checking on Facebook and shit, IP and his ex got back together and they have 2 kids. So, I mean, obviously, you know, it's not a bad story because they ended up being with each other in the long run. So, I mean, I guess it worked out for somebody somehow. But yeah, that's it, yo. That's my story. I knew this one was gonna be a lot more perverted and a lot more just kind of like a what the fuck, fucked up type of scenario. But like I said, man, I got stories from shoplifting to car chases to all types of shit. I can literally do this shit for the next 4-5 years and I wouldn't run out of stories. So that's been my time though. Like I said, I'm gonna keep doing this shit every second Saturday. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. I ain't gonna waste no more of y'all time. I'll catch y'all in May for another second Saturday story. And I might be out of town when I film that one. Don't know yet, but we'll see how that goes. And yo, I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace.